What's up, you wild tigers? Welcome to the Game Design Show. Now, like programming, we're actually on episode number 1. In the last episode, the intro was number 0, and then the talk about the beginning was actually episode nothing. It was just to get you guys ready for this amazing series that we are going right into right now with the first number 1 lens. The lens of essential experience. I know last episode I told you to do some stuff about your experience in life, but let's get right into what the lens is for essential experience. Now, to use this lens, you must stop thinking about your game and start thinking about the experience of the player. Ask yourself these questions. What experience do I want the player to have? What is essential to the experience? And how can I make my game capture its essence? There's a big difference between the experience you want to create and the one you're actually creating. Your game needs to change. You need to clearly state the essential experience you desire and find as many ways as possible to distill the essence into your game. This is very important. Very, very important. I think this itself is the biggest part of game design. You are creating a player experience. You must have everything aligned with that player experience. Okay? For instance, in Fortnite. Fortnite is a great one, and Rick and I talked about it in our podcast, episode number 40, Rick Davidson. Now, what we were mentioning is the fact that Fortnite, the experience is more of I call it more of a sports experience. It's more about, the idea is you're trying to become on top. It's a Hunger Games experience. But I call it sports because the way you jump off the battle bus with a group of people feels like you're going into an arena, and it kind of feels like you're being watched by tons of people. And it's like, we got to go, we got to win. This is it. This is the ultimate showdown. This is happening. And when you win, it's like, yeah, it's the greatest feeling in the world. It's perfect. It's well engineered, well built, well designed. Now, the experience of Fortnite is mind blowing. Now we also have to go into other ones. Let's go to a God of War experience. Now, I love God of War, so that's why I keep talking about it. God of War, the experience about God of War is more about interacting with a situation in a world event, and the whole purpose of the game is to get from point A to point B, but things happen in between all of that. What are you supposed to be experiencing? You're supposed to experience Kratos' story with his son in this world. How do they do that? They build the characters, they build those levels, they build everything to make you feel this experience. You're not experiencing what it is to be a mailman. You're not experiencing that. You're experiencing what it is to be a god who has a son, and you're trying to make sure he does not turn like you. That is its experience, and everything is built with that. The music, the sound, everything around the game, the level, the characters, everything is built so this game can build this player experience. The design of a very successful baseball game in Wii Sports is an excellent design of the lens of essential experience. Originally, designers had intended to make it much like a real baseball, where you added a bonus when you swing the bat, and you get all this amazing stuff. And you're like, okay, I feel like I'm holding the bat. But they were like, hold on. Since swinging the controller was the most unique part of the baseball experience, they said, we got to make it feel right. They decided the other details, like the innings and all that crap, throw it away. All that's important is the fact that you can hit the baseball. That is all that matters. That is essentially the most important thing that needs to be designed in Wii Sports, and they did it perfectly. There was Wii Tennis. They said, forget everything else. All you got to do is hit the ball from here over the net to here. Boom. Baseball, same thing. You just got to hit home runs. Boxing, you just got to punch him. Golf, you just got to hit it into the hole. That is what you must think about when designing games. It does not have to be complicated. God of War is an experience that's essentially, I got to get from here to here, but things happen in between. That's it. Everything is as simple as that. It's like the Spider-Man 2 movie. It's a simple movie, simple plot, but with the simplicity makes it easy to make a great game. Because you don't have to worry about all the complicated stuff. It's simplicity is key, as Bruce Lee said. All that is real is what you feel. We filter reality through our senses and through our minds, and the consciousness we actually experience is kind of illusion, not reality at all. But this illusion is all that can ever be real for us, because it is us. This is the headache for philosophers, but a wonderful thing for us as game designers, because it means that the design experiences that are created through our games have a chance of feeling as real and as meaningful in our everyday experiences. Now that's it for this week, guys. I will see you next week for the next episode. We'll talk about lens number 2. Lens number 2 is all about surprise. Now, for this week, I have a challenge for you guys. I want you to watch a movie, play a game, go experience a game for a little bit. Come back, write down how it made you feel and what you think the purpose of that game was. What was their essential experience? What did they want you to feel? What did that movie want you to feel? Try to just understand as you're doing things, what is it that it's making you feel besides the fact that maybe you feel happy or sad? What was this whole entire thing purposely engineered to make you experience? Was the movie making you experience a love story? Was it trying to make you feel a certain set of emotions? Was the experience to make you feel like you're a awesome warrior? Or is this, you have to decide that and write it down, put it in the comments. I'll comment too, and we'll get ourselves into the discussion about what is essential experience. Now, stay tuned, guys. I'll see you next week. As always, keep creating, keep being awesome, and remember, you are a game designer.